6 to 12, and 9, 8 to 17. The Lord saw that the wickedness of humankind was great in the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of their hearts was only evil continually. And the Lord was sorry that he had made humankind on the earth, and it grieved him to his heart. So the Lord said, I will blot out from the earth and the human beings from the human beings I have created. People together with animals and creepy things and birds of the air, for I am sorry that I have made them. But Noah found favor in the sight of the Lord. They are the descendants of Noah. Noah was righteous man, blameless in his generation. Noah walked with God, and Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and the earth was filled with violence, and thus God saw the earth was corrupt. For all flesh had corrupt in ways upon the earth. And God said to Noah, I have determined to make an end of all flesh, for the earth is filled with violence because of them, and now I'm going to destroy them along the earth. Make yourself an ark of cypress wood, make rooms in the ark, and cover it inside and out with pitch. This is how you are to make it the length of the ark, 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. Make a roof for the ark, and finish it to the cubit above, and put the door of the ark in its side. Make it with lower, second, and third decks. For my part, I'm going to bring a flood of waters on the earth to destroy from under heaven all flesh, in which is the breath of life. Everything is on the earth shall die. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark, you and your sons, your wife, your son's wife with you, and every living thing of all flesh. You shall bring 2 of every kind in the ark, to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female, of the birds according to their kinds, and of the animals according to their kinds, of every creeping thing on the ground according to its kinds. 2 of every kind should come into you, to keep them alive. And also take with you every kind of food for that is eating, and store it up, and it shall serve as food for you and for them. Noah did this. He did all God commanded him. At the end of the 40 days, Noah opened the door of the ark and he had made, and sent out the raven, and he went to and from until the waters were dried up from the earth. Then he sent out the dove from him to see if the waters had subsided from the face of the ground. But the dove found no place to sit its foot. And he returned to him to the ark, for the waters were still on the face of the whole earth. So he put up his hand and took it and brought it the ark with him, into the ark with him. He waited another 7 days, and again sent out the dove from the ark, and the dove came back to him in the evening, and there is the break, and in his beak was a freshly plucked olive leaf. So Noah knew that the waters had subsided from the earth. Then he waited another 7 days, and sent out the dove, and it didn't return to him anymore. Then God said to Noah and to his sons with him, As for me, I am establishing my covenant with you and your descendants after you, and with every came out the ark. I establish my covenant with you that never shall all flesh be cut off the waters of the flood, and never again there is a flood to destroy the earth. God said, this is the sign of the covenant that I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for all future generations. I have set my bow in the clouds, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth and the bow is seen in the clouds, I will remember my covenant that is between you, me and you, and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall never become a flood to destroy all flesh. When the bow is in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on earth. God said to Noah, now this is a sign of the covenant that I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth. This end of the
Our gospel for today is from the book of St. Matthew, the 8th chapter.
Glory to you, Lord.
And when he got to the boat, his disciples followed him. A windstorm arose on the sea, so great that the boat was being swamped by the waves. But he was asleep. And they went and woke him up, saying, Lord, save us. We are perishing. And he said to them, why are you afraid, you of little faith? He got up and he rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a dead calm. They were amazed, saying, what sort of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? This is the gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Christ.
You may be seated. One time in yoga, the sermon text happened to coincide with what they were studying in Sunday school. So we were having a sermon text on the story of Noah. And that's exactly what they were studying in Sunday school. In fact, they were doing their crafts. And so when I came in for the service, the walls were full of nice little ark pictures. Pictures of the ark and these cute animals, you know. The ark has become a children's story, hasn't it? You know, the first vacation Bible school we did here, we sang the song, Arky, Arky. It's a fun story. It's a fun song, isn't it? What a wonderful story. Except this. Now, there were how many people who survived in the ark? 5? How many dead, bloated bodies do you think are floating in the water surrounding the ark? How many times were people beaten on the side of that ark wanting to get in so they could be saved? I didn't see those on the pictures. And see those pasted on the wall? But that's part of the story too. That's part of the story too. So while the ark can lends itself to a cute picture book and coloring book for kids, it's also a terrible story of judgment and death. And at the end of the story, so many folks want to speak about the judgment of God and how they know who's going to hell and who's going to heaven, right? They're so sure because of how people act and stuff like that. And so what's a regular feature of humanity is dividing the world up into those who say and who are unsaved, right? You know? And sometimes I get the feeling that people would delight in watching those who aren't saved grow to their faith. Right? Because it ain't me. But I love this passage in the midst of this story. We read about what God is feeling. God is feeling. Can you imagine that? And the Lord smelled the pleasing odor. That's of the sacrifice that Noah was making after the flood waters subsided. You know. And then he says this. And he says it in his heart. God says this in his heart. I will never again curse the ground because of humankind. See, God wasn't looking at the nice pictures, cute animals in the ark. God was looking at the carnage caused by the flood. Never again, he says, in his heart. And to me, that speaks of a God of love. God must look at the carnage that we visit on each other and shake his head every day. Now, we here in Faith, Austin, for the most part, are shielded from most of that, aren't we? The carnage there is in the world. There's a good reason why people from Syria want to get out of there. And it's not because they just opened up a new shopping center there. There's a reason why people want to get out of situations like that where people are being killed, maimed, hurt, and want to come someplace safe. There's reasons for that. There's reasons for that. God took a look at what happened after the flood and he said, no more. Pretty good at God. No more. No more. Well, I do. We as a people of God have to look out into what we see all around us and open our eyes and with God say no more. Reach out and try to touch those who are hurting, try to touch those who are hungry, try to touch those who are hurting, to accept those who are running away from death and tragedy and war and killing and trying to find a safe place for them and their families. No more. God said, I will never again. That's significant, I think, because that tells me that the carnage that we see all around us is human made. It's human made. Okay. God sent his bow to heaven. What is a rainbow? We see light all around us. Visible light. It's called white light. And when that white light hits something called a prism, I'm going to take you guys outside and show you how prisms work. The sun's going to shine. Which is an answer to our prayer. But that sun will hit a prism and will divide the white light, the visible light, into the colors of the rainbow. What we see all around us, the colors in this church, are simply the light, this visible white white light hitting our eyes at different angles, producing all the wonderful colors. And then the images are constructed in our brains, a wonderful system that we have built into our body. The prism will do that. You let the light come in and it will bend the light and it will come up with these many different colors. But the colors have one source of light. It's called white light. And what we see, what we perceive is many different colors, many different kinds, right? In terms of people, we see black, white, brown, yellow. Sometimes we see people who do things we don't like. People who have attitudes, we hear and perceive that in our ears that we don't like. And so the rainbow consists not only of things that we can see, but things that we can hear and things that we can observe. And out of that, we divide human beings into good and bad, into Republican and Democrat, conservative and liberal, right? Christian and non-Christian, Muslim, Buddhist. And we have our own system of good guys and bad guys. And we treat people accordingly. But it's all one light. It's all one light. Humanity needs to learn to take a look at the wonderful multiplicity of colors that they see and appreciate what God has made. And appreciate what God has done. The story of the ark, the story of Noah, is a story of judgment, yes, but also the story of God saying never again. The story of God putting his bow in the heaven, one light that is made into a multiplicity of colors of the rainbow, and saying, when I see that, I will remember my covenant with us. And so, we as a people of God, when we perceive the carnage and the death and the hurt and the pain all around us, say, never again. We try to perceive the world in its many colors and know that there's just one light, one source. Amen.
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 Receive the benediction. May God bless and keep us. May God's face shine on us and be gracious to us. May God look on us with favor and give us peace.